What's going on, guys? Emmanuel Jones here. We back in with another NFL prediction. This time we'll be doing our divisional round picks for this week. Last week I went 4-2, which I did pretty good. So we're gonna get started with the picks. So before I give you my predictions for a divisional round, don't forget to put a thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel for more options, and comment down your opinion below to see who you got winning. So basically, we got through wild card. So now it's time to go to the divisional round. So basically, we got the Houston Texans facing against Kansas City Chiefs. Um, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're favored by -8. Obviously, this can go either way. Now, I have a question about this game. Now, the question is, can the Houston Texans pull off an upset? I don't know, because I heard some people think it could happen, but I don't know if I see it though. Now, I understand the Texans defense is playing good. Now, last week against the Chargers, I thought they played excellent. They were creating turnovers. They were getting pressure on Herbert, getting after Herbert, making him a drop back passer, and they forced some mistakes. So yeah, I like what the Texans did. Now the offense did play better. Now I thought C.J. Stroud did have some good moments in the second half. Nico Collins had a day. Dalton Schultz looked pretty good. Deontay Johnson's been washed up, but I heard that he is cut from the Texans. Now he's back with the Ravens. Now, I have questions about their offense. Now, can the Texans offense get another rhythm again? I don't know, because the Texans offense towards the end of the season has not been playing really good as of recently though. While the Chiefs have one of the best defenses in the league, and the Chiefs run defense have not been great, even though they're a good run stopping team. But I don't know if I see Houston running the ball effectively against the Chiefs defense, because the Chiefs defense is very strong, and they don't really allow you to run them over. They can create some turnovers. They have a really good secondary that can stop the pass really well. I think they'll give CJ Stroud a lot of issues, and I think this offense can really beat the Texans man coverage really well. And I think their offense can do it though, especially with DeAndre Hopkins, Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Watson. Justin Watson and Noah Gray. The Chiefs, they pretty much have. They pretty much need to get a little bit more explosive on offense, even though their offense is not playing their best ball, but they're finding ways to win. I like how the way guys are starting to step up, and Andy Reid is doing a really good job developing the young players. So, which that's good. But at the end of the day, if the Texans really want to win this game, their defense is going to have to play really good. Their offense is going to have to step up, because if they don't do these things, then the Chiefs are going to get after it. So I have a feeling that, the Texans could have some issues, They could have some issues, moving the ball against the Chiefs defense. I thought the Texans running game was really good last week, but I don't know if it's going to be great at all. But their defense is really good at stopping the run, and the Chiefs offense has not been a great running team this season, especially when Pacheco came back from injury. He has not looked the same. So I feel like the Chiefs are going to have to throw the ball a little bit more. I don't think their running game is really good. Pacheco, he's not looked the same since coming off injury. They've been using Kareem Hunt more. So, yeah. So, by the way, I think this game will be close. I think it will be competitive, though. But I feel like if Pacheco doesn't play, I feel like the Chiefs' offense could totally be in a tough position to run the ball. And all of a sudden, Joe Mixon, I don't know if he's playing or not. But if he doesn't play, I don't really see how the Texans are going to be able to run the ball effectively. So, yeah, I think it's going to come through quarterback play. So, I think this game will be close and competitive, though. I see it more of a defensive game. But I do lean towards the Chiefs to win. But I lean towards the Texans to cover, even though it's 8 points. I know 8 is a lot of points, but I'm taking Houston with the points. I think Houston's defense can keep it interesting, though. But it depends on how well their offense is going to show up. Because if their offense does not show up, then I think the Chiefs will easily blow them out. So I think the Chiefs can totally win by a field goal. Maybe they win by a touchdown. So I'm probably gonna say like 23-17, something like that. Maybe they win by one score, or like maybe something like that. So yeah, so I do lean towards the Chiefs to win and the Texans to cover. I think the Chiefs are just a more complete team and have the better quarterback and the better coaching. They're at home and they're playing better football right now. So giving the Chiefs to win, giving the Texans to cover. Next game we have the Washington Commanders against the Detroit Lions. Detroit's fair by 9.5. Obviously, this game right here could totally be interesting though. Um, this is Jaden Daniels on the road facing against a Lions defense that's really good and is dealing with some injuries though. Now, here's the thing. The Lions defense has totally been playing lights out despite all the injuries they have. I mean, their defense has totally been great. I mean, they're stopping the run, they're not giving up big explosive plays, like they're not allowing you to run them over and they're not really allowing you to throw them over. So, yeah. But my question is, can Washington's offense deliver once again? Which I don't really know because the Lions defense has been really good, especially Aaron Glenn. He's a really good defense coordinator in terms of blitz style. I like how the way his style of defense is playing. But, the Lions, they are dealing with a lot of injuries, which it kind of sucks. Like I said, McNeil is out for the year. Davenport's out for the year. Um, Aiden Hutchinson, he's still out. But, Zadarius Smith's been great. DJ Reader. He's amazing. Um, the Lions so far are really not playing a practice squad defense because since they cut Adams. But, the Lions secondary is pretty strong. They got guys who can step up. I mean, Arnold's been amazing. Amik Robertson, he's been an amazing corner. So the Lions defense is really deep right now. But they're soft at times against the pass, but they're really good against the run. I don't know if Washington's going to be able to run the ball effectively. Maybe they can run a little bit with Jaden Daniels, but I just don't know they're going to be able to. Yeah, which they can. I don't know they're going to be able to run the ball effectively because the Lions' defense is really strong. I have a feeling that they're probably going to at least overpower the Lions a little bit, but I don't think they will. But I have a feeling the Lions' offense could be too explosive for the Commanders' defense to handle. And I just feel like Jahmyr Gibbs and that running game is going to be too much. And I feel like, Jared Goff against the Commanders' defense, I feel like he could be too much there. So the only way I think the Washington Commanders, this game can be close if the Commanders' offense can deliver and if they can show up. Because basically, he has not been playing really good in the first half as lately. But, in the second half, he's starting to deliver a little bit, but not great. But he's not really getting it together. Now, the question is, I don't really know if he can do it, though. Because I don't think the Commanders' defense is as good as the Lions. And I think the Lions' defense can give them issues as well. So, yeah. So, I don't think the Commanders' defense can have an answer for Jahmyr Gibbs or Dave Montgomery. But I feel like the Lions, secondary is pretty much better because they have a matchup for Terry McLaurin and Zach Ertz. But yeah, Washington has a matchup for Amon-Ra St. Brown, but at the same time, they may not have enough corners to cover, the Lions' pass catching group. So I think this game could be a little bit closer than we expected to, but I don't know if Washington's going to be able to keep up with them. So I'm going to lean towards the Lions to win, and I'm going to lean towards the Lions to cover because I think the Lions are just a more complete team and have the better quarterback. They have the better coach. They're at home. I mean, they're at home, and they're just a more complete team overall. And I feel like their offense is going to overpower the Commanders. And I think Jahmyr Gibbs can go for an amazing game. He could totally have a 50 plus yard receiving game, or he can totally have an 100-yard rushing game as well. So yeah, and I feel like Laporta and St. Brown and Jameson Williams can have a good game as well. So yeah. So by the way, I am going to take the Lions to win the cover, but I feel like if the Lions can get up early, they could totally blow the Commanders out. But I see this game being closer than we expected. I think the Lions win like a 30-24, something like that. Maybe the Lions win by a touchdown. Maybe they win by a defense getting a stop at the end. So yeah, so I lean towards the Lions to win, and I lean towards the Lions to cover, even though it's 9.5. All right, next game we have the Los Angeles Rams against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are favored by 6.5. Obviously, this game right here, it could go a little bit either way. Now, I do remember the Rams last time when these two teams played, the Eagles did win. That's where Saquon Barkley had a really good game, and he totally tore them apart, and the Eagles ran for 300 yards. So, yeah, that's where the Rams defense totally got ran on. Now, we could see the same thing happen again because I don't think the Rams defense, the Rams defense is pretty much underrated. I like how the way they play against the Vikings. They were able to get pressure on Sam Darnold. They were able to create takeaways. So, yeah, I like how the way this young defense is playing. They're starting to step up. And I don't know who their defense coordinator is, but he's great. Um, the offense of the Rams is playing at a higher level. I like how the way they're playing as an offense. Defensive. Now the Eagles, last week against the Packers, I thought they played really well. I thought their defense played really well, and I thought offensively they were playing really well too. So yeah, but I have a feeling that this can come towards will the Eagles have answers on offense? Will they find a way to at least now the questions for the Rams? Can they get revenge on Philly? Well, we don't know. But I have a feeling that the Eagles' offense, the Rams are soft against the pass at times. So A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith could totally be too much there. And Dallas Goedert, too. And I feel like the Eagles can run the ball with Hurts a little bit because he's good at scrambling and making big plays and extending plays. Now, in my opinion, I think the Eagles have a better defense than the Rams because you feel like, they can get after the quarterback. They can rush the passer. They can stop the pass really good. Now the Eagles' young secondary is playing really good. I like how the way Vic Fangio's getting young guys involved. Cooper Jardine looks awesome. Quinyon Mitchell looks awesome. So yeah, so the Eagles' defense is loaded. So basically, this will be a fun matchup. Now I think it's gonna. I don't really know if the Rams are gonna be able to run the ball effectively because even though they're really not a good running team, but I have a feeling that the Eagles' run defense can find a way to at least give the Rams offense issues, which they can do that. But at the same time, I just have a feeling that I just I don't know if I really have faith for the Rams offense to score enough points against an Eagles defense. Because the Eagles defense is really good stopping the run and their pass defense has been improving. But I feel like this can be another defensive game, but I just don't really know. Because I have a feeling that the only way that the Rams can win is that their offense can find a way to show up in this game. Now, I don't know if they can do it in this game, but because I just have a feeling that, Philly, defense that, last time when these two teams played, Vic Fangio had done a really good job in the past defending Matthew Stafford. And Kellen Moore has been really good in offensive coordinator, running the ball, on multiple drives. So I think the Eagles really need to start getting the passing game a little bit more because because all they always want to do is just run the ball. So I think that if they could get the pass game a little bit more, get the passing game a little bit going, I think that will work. But I have a feeling that they're probably going to have to start passing the ball more, improving it more instead of running it because I don't think they're going to run the ball as much. I feel like AJ Brown and Devonta Smith is totally going to be too much for the Rams secondary to handle because I don't think the Rams really have any good cornerbacks that can cover those guys or any safeties. And Dallas Goddard could be a difference maker. Like those guys right there can be a problem. And I feel like their old line is gonna do a really good job, like controlling the Rams pass rush. I don't really know if the Rams offensive line is gonna find a way to do it. So by the way, I'm picking the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game because they're at home. They have the better. They're just a more complete team overall. So yeah, and they pretty much have the better defense. So yeah, so I'm gonna lean towards the Eagles to win, and I'm probably gonna take the Eagles to cover as well. So yeah, it's 6.5. So I will take the Rams to the points though, because I feel like that the Eagles defense could totally struggle with the Rams passing offense with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nakua. So I think the Eagles. So I think the Rams will cover because I feel like the Eagles defense could struggle with the passing game, which they haven't lately. But I feel like they could in this game. So it could be a back and forth, high scoring game. So by the way, I'm going to say Eagles win like 31-24, like 24-17, something like that. So yeah, so I do lean towards the Eagles to win and the Rams to cover. And last game of the season, we got the Baltimore Ravens against the Buffalo Bills. Baltimore Ravens, they're favored by -1. I call the trap game because most people are picking against the Buffalo Bills to win this game because Buffalo, they're at home and it could be cold there. Now Lamar Jackson has struggled in Buffalo in the past though. Now could he do it again? Who knows? Now I feel like that they could though. Now if Zay Flower does not play, it's probably gonna hurt them a lot though. But I don't know how much. Now I thought without Zay Flowers against the Steelers, I thought the Ravens offense found a way to move the ball, but they weren't able to throw much. They just did is just ran the ball. Now I felt the Ravens could do a little bit more of run the ball instead of passing it though. Now Derrick Henry could totally have another good game there because last time when these two teams played, the Ravens did blow them out where their offense, where Derrick Henry, he totally tore them apart, and that's when the Bills' run defense got exposed. But I just don't know if I can see the Bills' defense getting exposed like last time because the Bills' defense is really good at home. Like they stop the run okay, they stop the pass a little bit okay. They don't really allow you to run them over. And I just think, the Ravens offense could totally struggle with that. Now we've seen in the past where Buffalo, have found a way to at least like torch the Ravens. And Josh Allen, he's really good at like reading defenses. He's good at like attacking defenses. And we've seen him did that against the Chiefs. Now, could he do that against the Ravens? We don't really know. Now, the Ravens offense, I feel like if Zay Flower doesn't play, they're gonna have to get guys step up like Bateman and Likely and Andrews. Like they have to get guys to like step up big because if the guys don't step up, then then their offense is gonna fall apart. But the Bills defense is gonna. But I feel like both defenses have a game here. But I feel like it totally could totally be a defensive game because the Ravens defense is pretty strong and so is the Bills. Now, I feel like the Ravens could probably do what they did last week, which I don't really know if that can happen. I mean, losing Zay Flowers is a huge deal, but I really don't care. I mean, most people are picking Baltimore because they can run the ball, they can throw the ball a little bit, and Buffalo, sometimes struggle at home against good teams because basically we've seen teams that go into Buffalo and just torch them. I mean, the same thing can happen in Baltimore. We can see that happen again. Baltimore have done that before. Now, I have a feeling that that because I just have a feeling that I think this is the year that I think the Ravens do get it right, but I don't really know. But I have a feeling that the only way the Bills, can win this game, if they can like control the clock, keep Lamar off the sideline. I mean, that can really allow the Bills to win. But I feel like the Ravens, the only way they can win this game, that their offense can control time possession, keep Allen on the sideline. I mean, that can help them win the game. But I have a feeling the Ravens can do a good job controlling the game as well. And I feel like if they control the game, they'll find a way to like win the game as well. But in my opinion, I feel like this game right here is going to be a little bit closer, a little bit low scoring, more like in the 20s, but I don't see it in the 30s. Because even though at Buffalo, they're good in the cold weather and they really like the snow, and they always, find ways to win. They always find ways to blow teams out. I don't know if Lamar Jackson has struggled in that environment though. I don't even remember the last time he played in the snow. It could be like I don't even know, but because if Lamar Jackson, struggles in the snow, I mean that can totally lead to a Bills blowout win. But I just don't really see a blowout happening. I see it more like a closer game. But I do lean towards I'm gonna go with the Ravens here to win this game. I feel like their defense will do a good job containing Allen. I think they'll find a way to at least like run the ball a little bit with Derrick Henry. And I feel like they can get the passing game going. And I feel like their defense has matchups for the Bills because the Bills' receiving core is a little bit iffy. So I think the Ravens' corner groups can totally give the Bills' offense a tough time where they can force them to run the ball. I feel like they'll find their matches with the Bills receivers, and I think their defense will find a way to at least contain James Cook in the running game. You know, James Cook had a really good day against the Broncos. So yeah, so basically, I'll take the Ravens to win, but I want to take them to cover though. But even though it's one, I'm probably gonna say the Bills are gonna cover this game to keep it close because I just don't really see, I think the Bills with the points, I think they'll do enough to cover this game to keep it close and competitive. Though I feel like the Bills is gonna stay in the game. Like I don't really see them getting blowout like last time. I think it will be closer. So yeah, so I'm gonna say Ravens win like 27-23 or like 23-20, something like that. So yeah, so by the way, I lean towards the Bills to cover, but I lean towards the Ravens to win the game. Well, those are all my divisional round picks for this week. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, if you disagree with me, just let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Just let me know who you got winning this week. Well, this is Mail Jones for Big Fan again. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to put the thumbs up to like the video, and also subscribe to my channel. And you can comment down your opinion below who you think is gonna win this week. So yeah, it's Mail Jones for Big Fan again. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later in the next video. See you guys later. Peace.